Okay, what's up guys? So, I know it's been a while, but I finally have the version 5 release. Everything I'm going to show and talk about today is published for free. There's a link to a GitHub repository in the description. It'll contain all the details that you need to do this project yourself. For those that are new to this project, what exactly is it? It's a reusable airsoft grenade. It's configured to either work with 209 primers, 8-shot cap gun caps, or the larger style impact fireworks. The focus of this project is reliability, repeatability, and user safety. These are zero fragmentation devices. All they do is create an audible report. There's nothing that comes out of these other than the exhaust gases. And all of the exhaust gases are redirected prior to exiting. The exhaust ports are configured in a way that they're not all completely blocked depending on how you're holding it or how it lands in the environment. Kept with the smallest design possible to try to keep the weight down, because you are throwing these, and throwing heavy things at people is not necessarily safe. The entire system is modular, so both fuse types can go onto different ammo types, different body types. The exception being the spoon. So obviously you can see these two spoons are different. There is a universal spoon. Otherwise it's one screw to change the spoon if you want to change from different ammo or body types. So starting off with the time fuse, it's super simple now. Basically just pull the pin and there it goes. So now there's an LED on the top to tell you when it's on. It also just helps you find it in low light conditions. Very obvious, it's pin operated now, instead of switches or anything like that. Just like the last one, it is rechargeable. There's a balanced lead on the back. There is now battery protection circuit in here so that your batteries don't over discharge. I recorded the average battery life for this. So continuously running, it's about 1 hour and 30 minutes. In normal gameplay usage, you don't even get close to that. I've used these for like 2 or 3 game days before I've had to recharge them. As long as you're obviously not just throwing it and then leaving it there for an hour, the battery life is not an issue. Okay, so moving on to the impact fuse. This one's like super simple. So as soon as you pull the pin, it's ready to go. So either a really hard impact will set it off, or if something pushes up the fuse, it'll go off itself. There you go. Part of the changes between this fuse and the previous design, you can obviously see there's screws in here, so these dramatically increase the strength. There's an additional spring on the bottom, which basically doubles the spring strength over the previous design. The new design allows for a larger mainspring as well, so the black springs that you can order on Amazon will work without any modification now. The actual sensitivity of the fuse itself is no longer adjusted by the screw on the side. It has to do with the lip on the inside of the spoon. You can still adjust the strength of this with the screw on the back, just like the previous design, but I like to leave these loose. That's how I've designed it to be loose, and then everything is contingent upon the little lip under here. So one of the newest additions for the version 5 is the multi-shot body, and then basically all it is there's 4 slots for primers, and you just rotate between them. Super simple, but kind of effective. You still need to reload the fuse every single time, but it's really easy to, you throw it into the room, goes off, you pick it up, you reload it, and you just spin it over. Much easier than trying to like push out the primer and then reload it again. In general, all of the body designs have changed. The size of the text, I know it's really hard to see on this one, but has increased, so you can do multicolor printing much easier. Also for the primer bodies, you can kind of see how there's like a bunch of ribs on the side, bunch of cutouts. So the hole is now a constant pressure, like a spring hole. So it exerts more force onto the primer itself. So you should have less issues with fitment, and then it'll hold it way better. If you have already built these, I highly recommend going from version 4 to version 5. These are dramatically better than version 4. Like I said at the beginning of the video, everything can be found in the link in the description on the GitHub. Yeah, so thanks for watching.